Okay, we're now at the end of our agenda. Is there a need for executive session? Yes, okay. So at this time of promotion and roll call vote,
Can I ask why? Why for the executive session? It's not stated. Is it an agenda item? What's the reason for the executive session?
okay.
There should be a stated reason.
I need to discuss a personnel matter with the
It's supposed to be on an agenda. Just reading the statute is not supposed to cover that. There's supposed to be reasonable specificity before you guys go into executive session. And it's supposed to be something that's already on the agenda so that the public can have notice of what you're going into closed session for. Which is why I'm asking the question, sorry, why? Personnel matter needs to be bigger than that.
personnel matter involving the TCPO department.
Okay, then that would cover it, I think. And it's not on the agenda though, correct?
I have an executive session on the agenda.
But not with TCPO listed?
Personnel matter.
Well, I would question that. I've had conversations with compliance at AG's office, and I have great concern on the way some of the executive sessions are gone into and out of, and I did speak to Mr. Wallen about that earlier in the hallway. And so I just want to put it out there right now. I don't believe that you are doing these completely correctly. And I would really like you to look at that, please, because if it's not gone into and come out of correctly, anything you decide can be overturned and you have to redo that part of the meeting.
Well, I concur with some of what Elena has said, not completely, but I do think that we need to be more specific when we're talking about when we put these items on the agenda and try to give the public as much notice as we can, understanding that we can't obviously put, when you're talking about number of personnel matters, you don't necessarily name names, but I think it would be helpful in the future if we put down personnel matters regarding the road department, for example. And, you know, I think that we do need to be more cognizant of that. The Attorney General's office has kind of ratcheted up the compliance requirements. And so we've been advising clients, and I apologize that we didn't get with that on this, but, you know, I think this has been a policy. I don't know that you're taking personnel action or there's going to be an action meeting. I think you just want to advise the commission or something. So for tonight, I think you can do that. In the future, I think we need to be more definitive. So I do believe that Lena has a point.
Thank you.
So for clarification, we can't advise the commission in closed session unless we put the item on the agenda.
You know, as you know, there's no black and white in this area. I mean, we've all studied the Open Meetings Act. But the Attorney General's office is now advising that if you've got a personnel action against a certain department or someone in a certain department, and it has to be pointed to one individual, then you should at least name the department so the public has knowledge of what's being discussed.
So does that work with pending litigation as well? Are we
Yes.
going to disclose on the agenda what case we're going to advise them on?
Yes.
I would be happy to forward copies of opinions that Mary Smith sent me. I asked her general questions regarding this about our meetings that we have here. And I fully believe that you guys have been in violation numerous times. And my preference would not be to file a formal complaint. The county's got enough problems already. And y'all are good people. Y'all, you're very good people. But on that one area, I really wish that you would seriously look at that and possibly consider asking the Attorney General's office to bring their roadshow down here, because they're doing those all over the state. And what Mary Smith told me was they would be happy to come to this county and educate everybody on Open Meeting Act, because I do believe there's violations. So I'm asking if you would please look at that.
The Attorney General's office's obligation is to enforce the Open Meetings Act. Their opinion is just an opinion. And it's the Supreme Court that actually makes the determination of what's in compliance. But I will tell you that Edwina is correct, that they are ratcheting it up from the compliance standpoint. And I think that we need to try to be more definitive on matters that And there's a reason for that. The reason is to obviously not create any appearance of impropriety amongst the public, because as you all have heard many times, the public is concerned when they go into closed session. They want to know what's going on. So I think that falls on my office to provide you a little bit more assistance, because it is something that we've been talking about.
So does that make the details of all of our litigation public record then?
No. You mean the names of the cases? The
Yeah.
names of the
And
cases
the
are public
topics that
record.
they're about?
No, you don't put the topics of what you're discussing.
Okay.
That's attorney-client privilege.
Okay.
But, for example, the Thompson versus Torrance County case, that is a case that's a matter of public record. And, while we're not going to talk about strategy in open session, and I can certainly give the county advice in closed session, the fact that we're going to talk about the Thompson case, if we were, needs to be on the agenda. Or at least the Attorney General's opinion right now, and I think the Foundation for Open Government's opinion right now is that we need to be more descriptive. So we're in the process of working with all of our governmental clients and getting that. I'll tell you that you are in the same boat as most county governments, they're posted the same way, and very many city governments. So everybody's looking at it and getting, and trying to be more definitive.
And actually, guys, I can wait a week and put it on there because I didn't get a decision from them.
Okay.
Good discussion. Other than that, that was it, Annette?
For me, I guess that's all we can talk about, because I didn't, anything else on the agenda that was.
Okay, thank you. So at this time, I'll call for a motion to adjourn the meeting. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned. Motion passes.